Alright, in part 2, we're looking at, it says how many times more likely is it that a male gave feedback to the phone compared to that of the female? Okay, so this is a classic risk question, and so we have to use the table. And first of all, let's have a look at, so the males, probability that being male, given that you give feedback, probability of that is so 380 out of 450, and the probability that you are sure that equals there. Oops. Probability that you're female and give feedback is 52 out of 175. And let's have a look at those. And so that one is 0.844, whereas the females is 0.2971. And so when we look at those, you can see that the males is much higher. So we want to do a relative risk to see how many times higher. So real risk is basically that one. It's the males compared to the females, and obviously because it's bigger, we're going to get a positive, a number greater than 1. So 0.2971, and when I crank those in, I get 2.8. So then I need to say, therefore, males 2.8 times more likely. So that's my appropriate statements there. Okay, now the next little bit, we might as well have a quick look at that one. It's saying the mobile phone manufacturer claims that in general males are more likely to give feedback than females, and okay, from this data you would say you'd have to agree, 2.8 times more. But it says discuss why the mobile phone manufacturer should be careful about this data to make such a claim. Well, when I'm looking at it, there is a lot of males compared to females. So that's, the male picture is going to be a lot clearer than the females. It could happen that the women that we got is were they just happen to be all of one type of not feedback at people. So if we got more of a sample of females, we might get a different sort of picture. Although it is 2.8 is pretty strong, but yeah. And overall, 625 people in total is a reasonable sample, but if you want to say generalize for all mobile phone users, maybe you have to get a bigger sample so that you get a bit more representative across. If it's representing everybody in a country or something like that, then it might have to be a bit bigger. Anyway, that'll do. I'll just say that verbally. Okay.